like if they have good lanes, they tank up, they start walking at them, this could be decently hard for Virtus.pro because they have such a hard time actually getting the burst damage out if you don't grab one of the supports.
Yuragi, he is not living for a very long time. No fairy fires on him. One more hit, the Mirana. No, high ground misses. They do find him. He started off with the mana break despite just running in onto the runes. So yeah, I guess a trade for Virtus.pro would be the best thing if the Nature's Prophet can rotate. BCM is working towards the Meteor Hammer. Actually, he does have it. So I've seen this from Davai Lama when he plays in offlane Magnus. I expect a little bit different something. Yuragi has been caught. The boat is coming in. He's not going to be able to get out of this one, and he pops the counter spell. Doesn't really change anything. They didn't even use the X, so now they're going to be using it. The Taiga very low with a haste on the Kunkka. This should be another kill. Let's see. Okay, the creeps, they're blocking and Squadix a little bit. Try to go with the Tidebringer, but it doesn't matter. If the Kunkka cannot finish the job, it's going to be sayuw. My cores, well, they're useless, so I have to do all the heavy lifting, and he gets double.
I think it's a phenomenal item with how it changes the mind games of how you can move on the map. And now you've traded your mid-tier 1 tower against nothing. Sure, they're trying for Yuragi again on this top lane, but I'm not sure if they actually have the sustained... Well, never mind with waiting for the X. Oh, that was close.
Oh, but he's still chasing forward. They want him. He's going to have a blink in 5 seconds, actually, with a TP of BZM. You don't want him any longer. He does have the RP. The Meteor Hammer is coming through. No one is going to be able to stop it. And so much damage being taken by Squadix. He doesn't care. Goes forward. Oh, the Tidebringer not going to connect onto Yuragi, but it will. Onto the Rubik. The tower shot finally gets the kill. sayuw has to be careful with only one leap charge. He is actually a viable target. They're going to be going for him. A leap out, but they don't want to be chasing anymore.
We're going to be waiting for that for about a minute more still. So he currently produces not a lot of threat and not a lot of damage.
Nope, he can't do it. He just can't do it. Couldn't make himself go for that one. The zombies, on the other hand, they don't care about beauty. FNG is still going forward. Kunkka now, are we doing this? You are not doing this, but Kiritych will. He does have some attack speed items.
Yep, and that leaves Notice a lot of time over in the triangle, which is showing where their priorities lie. They want to scale with all 3 of their cores, and it means giving priority farm to the Slardar right now, while the Kunkka is running after a Magnus arrow combo.
Yeah, and with the Nature's Prophet coming in, they're gonna try to save him there with the guarding grease. BZM lives. He does have a ton of armor under that tier 1, 19 to be exact. And now looking towards Kiritych. He does have the Aegis, so this is not the easiest kill. Stolen Corrosive Haze. So we talked about how much damage it's actually gonna bring to the table on the Slardar. He does show his Blink Dagger, but just to get RP, the Starstorm is gonna be dropping. But look at that Mana Void, getting 2 kills. Yuragi is gonna get a 3rd one. Give me all the gold. The anti-mage's dream, and the only one surviving is the Kunkka. Didn't even get the boat off, and it seems like the rum. The RP, but Virtus.pro, they don't feel the confidence to go forward.
No, they don't, and that means the clock is ticking. This anti-mage is going to have the Manta style finished up pretty darn soon. And that's where he's going to become proper involved.
Squadix, no boat right now. Look at the impetuses, they really hurt. You would need that boat to mitigate the damage. The arrow will not connect. And Taiga is taking some damage, but he's turned into a zombie as well. In the end, well, zombies, they're dead too. DM, the TP in without any mana. So now he's gonna be bashed up. This time around, OG, they don't have enough heroes to survive. He does have the guardian grease. It is not enough to live, and Squadix gets himself a double. Virtus.pro, they haven't lost anything. They will lose FNG right now, but for a really big kill as well. With the arrow connecting, you don't move. You just die. Virtus.pro, they get themselves another. This time around, it is a 4-for-1 in favor of Virtus.pro.
And even this Slardar, sure he's trailing behind, but he's not doing that badly compared to the enemy cores either. So I feel like AM is going to need a couple of better fights in this. He is going to try his luck though, but there's the BKB.
Well, literally trying his luck, yeah. You can't be that lucky. Oh, Yuragi, he gets out of the boat. A bit of a mistake, but Notice is still going to be chasing him. Hello, laning by the end. Goodbye. Taiga is going to be next on the menu. Once he's marked, the kill will be easy. The damage is going to start coming through, and this Rubik will not be surviving. The top lane duo of OG gets destroyed by the offlaner of Virtus.pro a little bit later, but he does get his revenge. To equalize it here, jumping onto the high ground. They are claiming themselves a good position, but Virtus.pro...
Just triple BKB on VP.
Ooh, that's a big one. COG, you need the big RP. BZM, a lot of it is riding on you. No pressure, buddy. No pressure whatsoever. Okay, he crumbled under pressure because he's gonna die. And now the chase is on. The Gleipnir is gonna be connecting onto the Rubik. Taiga is on the high ground. and he will be dying fairly soon. The tidal wave stolen doesn't really do anything, as Chu is going to be another bonus. The supports of OG, after their Magnus has died, they have been left on their own, which only means death.
And I'm talking about that triple BKB as if most of them are going to get popped, but is like maybe getting a Hex on the Broodmother or the Mag, but that seems a long way off. VP focusing on the Broodmother would just be a plain old mistake right now, because she's not much of a threat. She's the aura carrier, but she doesn't actually deal any damage. You can leave her and focus on the actual threats. But if they do focus a lot on her, maybe you get the opportunity for that RP without having to sacrifice HP on any of your important cores. No, Yuragi, no, that's not it.
They have the vision. They are pushing out the waves. Right now, what OG are doing is trying to play the side lanes. The problem is, Virtus Pro are very good at catching people. BZM has been caught as well. He does have a Force Staff to get out of the Sprout. And now with the Silken Bola, they're going to stop Kiritych from doing too much damage. But he's going to do more than enough to bring down some of these other heroes.
His middle tower has fallen.
Bonk! Wave! That's a decent RP. There was just no follow-up. Look at this anti-mage. He's just getting bashed. That's GG. Yep, you just call it right there. Oh, that sucked for OG. Because they did get that opportunity, right? They did get that RP, but the anti-mage was not ready to follow up there. If you get a possible follow-up there, if he is there with his cleave damage, maybe you can make sure that the Magnus actually gets his Meteor Hammer off there. Like
OG, they did go for a play, but unfortunately they didn't really get the connection. Some of the wards have been placed. No surprises there. Pretty common spots. Kiritych, what is he doing here?
Fishing. I think he got something.
Yeah,
but it's a little too big for him to handle.
Yeah, it's not like he does have 3 stick charges. Will use them. It doesn't change anything. BZN gets the first blood.
Bothered a whole lot, and sayuw has to do a lot of work trying to get the hits of the Enchantress on himself instead, and she can just decide to ignore him. Look at this, like, oh yes, search. Oh, luckily Enchant was on CD, but you know what?
It's better that he was faster. Actually, you know, even a position Force use doesn't want to get a point in the heavenly jump. And now he's rotating to the mid lane. Squadix, he's not level 6 just yet. This is dangerous with the avalanche coming through. Can they burst through this shield? They can, but then you still have to kill him. But look at the arrow, comes out in time and perfect. It's going to land him the kill. Ooh, what a big play from FNG. They thought he went back. Gibbs here, she is being an optimist. It can always be worse. Virtus Pro, 3k gold, it's not that bad. You're up against the Doom, so it is not the biggest of deals. But look at OG, they're invading the enemy triangle. They would like to get a core, but that's going to be a little bit tougher. But support kills, well, those are a bit easier. Still, Taiga will have to pay with his life. He did use the Thunder God's Wrath, but immediately taken down.
Squadix there, like, he's the only one they can see currently. I think they wanted to have wards in the enemy triangle, but their previous invasion failed, and now they're sort of waiting.
Can they kill him? Ooh, that's close. Is it close enough? He didn't have the Remnant back, so now he has to take this route. And is it a good one? Ooh. Nope, he gets sniped. Well, what is that range? I'm guessing Taiga did max that one out. That was a huge range coming out from the lightning bolt. And yep, he does have it maxed out. If that was level 1, level 2, it wouldn't have reached.
Absolutely not. That still felt a little far for even level 4, but you know, sometimes Gaben blesses you.
Yeah, that is true. BZM not gonna be too blessed here. He is surrounded by 2 heroes, and there's a wall on one side that he wants to run through. Not gonna be happening. sayuw's still alive. Finally, will be dropping down. Taiga secures it, but notice, yeah, he's very good at skipping rope, meaning that he's very fast as well. So he gets himself out with the surge. And actually, Dragonite is a pretty formidable late game hero if you get the right items.
Exactly, so you need to, of course, get to the Aghanims MALTA style, get all of your illusions to deal all of the ancient dragon forms debuffs as well. So watch BZM right in the noggin.
He really hates those arrows. He's not going to be surviving. FNG is going to get tipped twice in a row. This Tiny dies, or twice in the game, not really in a row, when he shouldn't really, just because FNG is on point and is just using those beautifully.
Absolutely, and now here is the triangle invasion the other way. Right?
Yeah, going for a
Oh,
turtle.
that arrow!
Dire's middle
He didn't
tower
even have the
is under
Sunder,
attack.
so he was dead either way.
Dire is under
Virtus
attack.
Pro are dodging fights. What are they actually waiting for?
The dodges right now, as far as I'm concerned, this is all just waiting for the Darkseer to get items.
I'll do better next time.
Yeah. They-
Like, look at this as well. This is for all 3 cores over on the mid lane.
Yeah, they split push side lanes, then they connect onto the mid lane wanting to get the tower. This has to become frustrating at some point.
Oh, it's fantastic to see them chase after these kills while VP chill. Because this is the second game in a row that VP are doing this to them as well. It's like, yeah, whatever. You're 4k gold ahead. That's really cool. Now come fight us.
Zeus will get fought right now. OG will lose their support immediately, so that's a solid chunk of their damage gone, and with the second support dropping, they don't want to continue this engagement any further, so nice 2 kills going their way. Maybe they can go for more here. FNG, he was definitely desperate for a bit of it, so he will be a consolation prize for OG.
We talked about it before, between the Enchantress and the Zeus, you're going to know where they are. And BZM is going to capitalize on that information, going to go into the Daedalus after. I've seen his item turn again around.
Okay, there it is. There's the Doom. It's gonna come out, and Squadix immediately
Finally.
dies. 55 seconds on the sideline. The bonuses now should easily come through. You don't have your mobile hero in OG. They have found their opening finally after 10 minutes of searching for a fight.
Especially if they keep a watch out over on the side. Look at these little skellies already
Tower is under attack.
scouting. Afterwards, FNG immediately re-establishing vision control for himself. And an arrow on top of it, of course.
They're coming. The jump in from the Darkseer. Okay, that's gonna be a big vacuum wall. Yuragi, someone has to deal with his illusion because it does a ton of damage, but they've already lost him around. Here comes the trees. Kiritych has so much armor. He doesn't take damage, but guess what? Notice does not. And even with the wall connecting onto 2 heroes.
It's... I guess he's going to make it just about in time. This is surprisingly close.
Okay, so they get it. They got it. OG, they're definitely
Doesn't mean they're not going to fight.
Oh, they still want to fight. There is no Doom, and Squadix has a BKB stun onto the Doom as well. 4 staff trying to survive. Not gonna be happening. Squadix, he gets his revenge from the for the previous kill. Chu doesn't really have anywhere to run. He already used his 4 staff, so it's just gonna be a bonus. But OG, even with those 2 kills, that's a win. I'm so sad with we don't see the blue dragons any longer. They've gone extinct ever since the Aghanim Scepter has become so popular. Because always DKs get it at level 18.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Definitely is. BZM, I don't think he wants to be here, so he's definitely regretting his life choices, but it's a little bit too late. He should have thought about those earlier, so will be punished for attempting to kill the Mirana.
Because, I mean, you'll still have to deal with the Ench creeps, right? And the illusions spam coming out from OG, but definitely your hero's vision. Individually?
FNG. He's gonna wait for the hook shot before he goes for the arrow, and this is a dead Enchantress. Nobody from OG is even thinking about coming here. It's gonna take some time, though.
Yeah. This always feels like watching somebody bleed out on the floor. It's like,
OG will go for a smoke. This might catch VP off guard, considering that OG are missing an Enchantress, so let's see if Squadix gets caught. Maybe.
Darkseer isn't here yet.
Dragon Knight.
There's AoE Doom.
AoE Doom. Kiritych taking some damage. Look at the Scotty. He has been broken. He's getting low. He needs to run away. Oh, he turns into the normal form there. Gets out of the dragon form so as not to be slowed down any longer. That's so huge. That's actually so huge that he's not
this
the
is him.
dragon any longer. Yuragi gets put on a high ground. Yuragi is dead. He's the one that dies. Kiritych still alive. Not for long. Tossed up into the air and will die. DM TPing out. They will let him go because they have a bigger target. BZM will get normal punched, and we now have a mountain on our side. OG, they lose 2 big cores, whilst VP only lose 1.
They really need to get this Darkseer now. Before, their attention was over on this Ember Spirit, then it changed over to the DK when they got the break. And now, somehow, somewhere, as, yeah, normal punch, you gotta kill noticed.
Yeah, you definitely do.
Well, you've still got the whole battle of the TB versus the DK, which is not that easy, but you know, you've got the Scotty, you've got the break. If you apply both of those, then it should be pretty good.
Doesn't want to come here just yet, but Virtus Pro, okay, they're not getting out to this one. They want to fight.
So if you don't come, fisticuffs us right now, we'll just fisticuffs your buildings.
Yuragi, let's use the reflection. Avalanche will come through. The tree volley, not really doing anything. The Doom jumps in. There's gonna be multiple heroes into it, but the force staff immediately will be fine. Look at the backline. The Dragonite is so strong, but he has to be afraid of Yuragi. Squadix into the backline. He's trying to kill the Enchantress. Not going too well. He's gonna try to get himself away with the Remnant. Will be successful in doing so, but the Darkseer is still alive. The war was used. OG, they haven't gotten one kill for now. This fight, in terms of kills, it is in their favor, but still on their part of the map. It's
incredible.
Yeah, it's always there, really. Every single fight you're gonna have it, especially 40 minutes into the game. Fights don't happen that often, so DM is always gonna be able to do it. FNG, he's gone. Are you gonna die because this one? BZM, he does purge off the chains, but now how do you run? What do you do? Look at Kiritych going forward. Chu, you have to run. He's gonna be punched. These guys are not that great at killing him, and Chu will be taken down either way. At some point, Squadix starts doing a little bit too much in damage, and it is gonna be a 2-for-1 in favor of Virtus Pro.
Normal punch?
They're late, they stun him up, they're killing him, they push him back, he's gone! Oh, Yuragi, he's been farming for the entire game just for this to happen. DM is gonna get the duel off, that should be Squadix dead, but he does have the Aegis, and look at Kiritych just flying over your base, destroying everything like Deathwing did to Stormwind, and he just wants to eat everybody on OG BZM. There are no trees there, my friend, so you are tossing nothing. And the Terrorblade does buy back Yuragi. He's gonna be creating a big black dragon of his own, but Kiritych now, he's level 25 as well, so you have to be careful of that AoE stun if he did pick it up. But with the buybacks on the two of the cores of OG, Virtus Pro will be happy with the outcome and just get out.
I sure hope so.
Kips here doesn't want to see game number 3. It seems like she hopes that the big combo will come out. Enchantress broken, does have the Glimmer Cape. Ember Spirit doesn't care about that Glimmer, still goes forward. It will break the Lincolns. Arrow will not connect, just going into the trees. The Doom jumps in, now he has his Doom, he just got it. But they're gonna be able to get themselves away with the BKB on Kiritych, just turns around, let's fight DM. And DM, now he understands he has made a mistake, he doesn't want to be here, he has just baited in for Yuragi to start smashing down everyone. He's over the wall, so his solution is there, but he can be taken over by the Enchantress, so that's gonna help. Another one will be coming on, they're still killing him down, connects, and there's the vacuum of a lot of them. We don't have the Dragonite, okay, we do, he has fought back, but isn't even needed. Stay in base, Kiritych. We are carrying you this time around. Terrorblade without the buyback and another punch into the face of the Zeus. That's 4 heroes gone for OG. They set up that fight nicely, but they are too weak for Virtus Pro at this point.
The BKB is over, and immediately blink normal punch, hook shot after, arrow after. You asked, what has he been farming for this entire game? And
Hasn't really done much.
either.
Oh, nope. DM just bought back. He got an arrow into the back that is now immediately going to be broken. The Tiny throwing some trees, but it seems like he's just throwing a tantrum because they can't do anything. Virtus Pro are too strong. But with the tree volley, not a lot of careers can live through that one. No. But Tier 4 towers, they cannot live through Kiritych doing so much damage, and even with the trees flying in, the damage isn't close to sufficient. Look at Kiritych just making 3 dragons. It's gonna be a huge vacuum. The stun was already used. It doesn't matter. They don't really need AoE stuns. They just need to hunt you down in your fountain and force you to tap out of game number 2. Virtus Pro has eliminated OG, a major team. Has been eliminated from the Pinnacle Cup. For Virtus Pro, who, to be honest, if Eastern Europe had 4 slots as well, they would be going to. So they are no pushover, and they're gonna be showing it here versus OG. And